Hello and welcome back. It's the NewMutator bringing you some Myth World Cup 2012 action. I'm just so excited because of that last game. That really made my day as we come into game number 5. It's always nice to see an upset, especially such a well-executed one. Even though Deer haven't been able to pull every game out of this match, they were able to take that last game and do so with style. So this is Deer here. This is the Southern Parkian team. This is the team that's riding on the map currently, so that kind of gives you an indication, that gives you a kind of a window into their collective personality there, I imagine. So Deer is going to be captained by Drunken, Switch, Sight, Sasper, Paladice, and Vazazel. We'll be playing for Team Deer. And Team Deer really have come a long way, it seems, from their cooperative play roots. Even though they are clearly the underdog in this matchup, they are playing fairly well against the Southern Parkian team, who has been kind of labeled by many the preemptive champions of this tournament. I'm not sure if they will be the champions of this tournament, but they're in a good position to make it to the finals if they can get through all of the other teams. So, you know, they've won 3 games so far in this match, and they're poised to take a 4th win here if they can snatch it from the Deer team, who is riding this momentum into the 5th game. Last man on the hill is the game type, so both teams are going to be zeroing in on this center flag there. Let's take a look at some of these trades, though. Chef, well, I forgot to say who is on the Southern Parkian team. Chef, a myth idiot. Actually, did I already say this? Man, Bear, Pig, Eric Cartmanez, who did a really fantastic job for the Southern Parkian team last week. Butters and Vicky. So once again, Heroes. Gosh, I keep mixing those up. Heron Guard Heroes. Anyway, there's a maximum of 2 on this map, I believe. Looks like they're going to go fairly interesting. Heavy dwarves, heavy pus, not a lot of thrall, keeping it light, keeping it nimble, with maximum warriors and I believe that's maximum myrmidons as well. No archers at all, while the Deer force does take a large number of archers. Not nearly as many dwarves, a lot of pus as well, but very few goals relatively. And so obviously the melee advantage will be going with the Southern Parkian force. Also, taking a ton of dwarves may work in their favor, but all of these archers, I'm curious to see how they will deal with the archers. Although historically, in the previous matches I've casted, the team taking fewer archers tends to win on this map, I believe. Although, you know, that may or may not be true. Looks like we're going to be making satchel designs on the ground. Chef, trying to make a happy face or something. Not really sure what he's doing. He has one more satchel, and there it goes. Yeah, it's close to have, you know, Flag 2 eyes captured there, and maybe a mouth there. Maybe. Not really sure. Or maybe it's a house or an arrow. Maybe he's pointing towards the these piles of melted whites. Maybe that's what's going on. Well, anyway, let's get back to the game. We have Deer taking the flag, and Southern Parkians just not even really caring. They're like, hey, it's last man on the hill. It doesn't even matter. Just wait to the end. You know, who cares? I mean, obviously obviously the Southern Parkians have less to gain by beating Deer. So I guess Enigman is on the Southern Parkian squad. And a number of pus go down. It looks like one Heron hero was taken out. And yeah, once again we're seeing a lot of pus being wasted. Yeah, we saw a goal suiciding there. You know, not the most efficient use of pus, I have to say. Although that was a good throw there by Sasper. And Drunken's hero is doing fairly well for the Deer team. 82% to 66%, 65%. It looks like Deer might take another win if they're able to keep this level of play going. Although Sight is going to be taking a lot of damage here. A pretty okay shot there by the dwarf, but I mean, these forces are very vulnerable. And look, now Vicky's dwarves are pouring in. They're going to be cleaning up the squad if they can get closer. 64 to 54%, so that lead is quickly evaporating. We saw a fire arrow go down. A nice pus there, just keeping this force from being able to escape. And it looks like they're in a very rough spot. I mean, there's nobody else here to help them. I think Deer's going to be cleaned up. They don't really have anything that can do any damage at this point. They just have to run. That archer is going to go down. That goal just went down for pretty much no reason. So I think they need to just forget about that archer, and the percentages just got closed up. It's neck and neck at 51%. So yeah, I'm not sure. There is one pus goal left. He is getting targeted though. If he can get Eric Hartmanez's dwarf, that could help the Deer squad immeasurably. It's 47 to 46%. It's still very close. Anybody's game.
5 minutes remaining.
And this has been one of the closest matches so far that I've casted. Pretty amazing, all things considered. And that pus is wasted. Does go to waste captured. There. But, you know, the Southern Parkings did take an unusual trade. Opting for no archers and so many dwarves. I'm not sure exactly what they had hoped to achieve. And Sight, that was your chance. Sight trying to sneak in and get that dwarf before he can do any more damage. There's 4 minutes remaining. And Deer are in a pretty good spot. I mean, they lost their lead, but they're still doing pretty, you know, they have some good high ground here. They have an archer advantage, obviously. So the longer this game goes on, the longer, the more their lead, the more they will have the advantage. Until the end game, if Southern Parkins are able to draw this game out to the very end, they will be able to storm the flag and take it. So Deer's trying to trap Chef here. Chef does have a pus goal. I'm not sure if Deer is aware of that. Deer kind of unloaded all of their pus early on. And Chef is going to Chef is going to... Oh! Vazazel almost loses his archers. He is going to lose his archers, it looks like. But Chef backs off, only sending one in. Oh, and that pus does go off, but it doesn't kill anybody. Oh my goodness, that was so close. However, Eric Cartmanez, kind of a wasted shot. He was hoping for the lucky bounce. I'm amazed that Drunken's goal is still alive, and he goes down right there. Here we go. Butters sends in the big guns. He's mobilizing his Heron hero and getting those dwarves in there, but those dwarves are in such a bad position. Almost loses one, but he is able to luckily hold on. Oh, and what a dud. Should have tried to get those satchels there. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. And Sasper takes a lot of damage there with the exploding dwarf. Oh no, wow. If only those satchels had gone off earlier. It looks like Deer is now on the receiving end. There's just too many Southern Parkian dwarves, and they're now coming in from every angle surrounding the Deer squad. I don't think Deer is going to be able to come out of this. There's just so many dwarves. They are able to take one out. Two. They are able to take two out, and maybe three, and perhaps even four. But at the end of the day, there is nothing left to defeat this melee. So very interesting strategy. Southern Parkian's able to surround Deer and just send in those dwarves and do a lot of damage. Looks like Drunken has one dwarf left, but without any support, he is not going to be able to take out these warriors without getting himself killed, and he kills himself there. But kind of a nice defensive play. There really wasn't anything that Deer could do, and it's 12%, 1%, really coming down to the wire at the very last few seconds of the game. And Sight sending in his goal, but the game's going to go to the Southern Parkians. Really good game and very well played match all around. Sight doing really well for the Deer team. 11 kills, 63 damage. Sasper 64 damage there. Vazazel 70 damage. So really, I am impressed with the Deer play at this point. I think they've shown a lot of promise and a lot of potential. So either that or Southern Parkians are way overrated. I haven't yet decided which is what. Southern Parkians, though, in the end did take the game and the match, 4-1. Butters doing exceptionally well. We saw him kind of outmaneuver the Deer team, and he was able to come out on top there. A Myth Idiot doing well also, 19 kills there. And Eric Cartmanez 110 damage. That is the most on the Southern Parkian team. So yeah, very close game. Look at this. Look at the kills. 57 kills to 47 kills. 408 damage to 339 damage. That could have been anybody's game. That was so close. Southern Parkians won with 12% left. Pretty incredible match. I was very pleased to watch a match that was this close. So now I only have one more game to review, or one more match to review for the QR2, but I'm not sure what's up with the film situation. I'm going to check on that and get back to you. So thank you for joining me. It's the NewMutator once again, casting for the Myth World Cup 2012. We'll see you next time.